welcome back to my channel From Me to You. Today I have a very special guest on my channel who is my husband.
Hi friends, my name is Shashwat. I'm married to this woman here, so we'll be sharing our new house videos that she's covering today. So, alright, let's get started.
Yeah, so today we are here to discuss very important topic for anyone, that is how to buy your first house in Canada. And we have a very important announcement to make, that is we recently bought a house in Canada and soon we will be moving in our new house.
So basically we'll be covering here what steps, measures you need to take before you step into buying procedure of your house. And so stay tuned, and there's much more coming for you to learn in this video.
Yeah. I really wanted him to be in this video because we bought this house together, so I really wanted him to be there so that he can share his views and what are the things and difficulties we face as a couple, as together we are buying a house here. So that's why he's here in this video. So basically in this video I will be asking some questions to my husband, and together we will be answering some of the questions. And these are the questions which I get mostly from the immigrants and the people who are willing to buy a house in Canada. So without further delay, let's get started. So the first question which I mostly get from the people is to when to start thinking about buying a house in Canada. So let's discuss that.
So what I would recommend is you really need to understand like when you want to have a roof over your head, right? And of course, buying house really comes to something that you don't do all the time in your life. This is a very precious and then very costly step that you take in your life, right? So you have to be very cautious. You have to find out when you're actually ready to have your own house, basically. And then in my recommendation, especially for the new immigrants, start thinking about your own house right after you become the permanent resident of the Canada. Because then you have to think, if you really love Canada, if you're really thinking to spend your whole life here, then you need to stop renting out, right? Because if you're renting, you're basically paying somebody else's mortgage. So you have to make sure you pay the same money to the bank and build your own equity.
Yeah, of course. So now when you have made your mind to buy a house in Canada, the next question arises that what are the preparations need to be done before buying a house? Like there are lots and lots of procedures in buying a house. So we will discuss about what are the steps and procedures need to be taken before buying a house in Canada. So let's discuss.
So when it comes to the steps in buying obviously your first house, I've seen people struggling with three major things. So I'll be laying emphasis on basically these 3 points. If you take care of these 3 points, trust me guys, the transition of your buying procedure will be very smooth. The first thing is you need to have a good credit score. So as soon as you come in Canada, even if you came as a worker or you came as a student, apply for a credit card right away and start building your credit score. Because any bank you will go for the loan, they will ask for the good credit score. That helps you get approved in your bank, and that also makes sure that you get a good rate from the bank. So that's the first thing. The second thing I've seen people struggling with is basically job. So employers here in Canada, they look your job profile, your job history, your employment history, basically how long you have been, how committed you have been with the same employer. And that builds your commitment report to the bank, right? That this guy is stable, his income is stable, and then he's worth giving a certain cost of the home. He's worth giving. We can go ahead and give him the loan, basically. So the second thing is job, guys. Do not flip or switch jobs often. If you have made up your mind, give yourself, I would say, give yourself about 2 years before you actually go and purchase the house. In that 2 years, you have to make sure that you build a good credit score. You don't switch or flip jobs much. I would encourage that both spouses work, right?
That's very important.
Don't just depend on husband or wife. You should be really putting a lot of effort finding jobs. Even if you can't find full-time job, then at least go for a part-time job. And husband and wife should both work and do not change jobs. Try to remain on the same job for at least a year and a half, because that really plays a vital role when you're in front of a bank representative trying to get approved for your loan.
And the third thing?
The third thing is basically your down payment. So you need at least 5% down payment to get approved from any bank here in Canada and to get your mortgage approval. But I would personally recommend you to go for at least 20%.
Yeah.
Because 20% will smoothen your mortgage approval process, and you will find you will notice that with that 20%, your monthly installment has been so reasonable for you now.
Yeah.
You can actually afford nicely. You can basically sort everything out in your life.
Yeah.
You can pay your rent, you can pay your mortgage, you can pay your utilities. So that brings down your monthly installments. And one more thing that 20% does is basically you don't have to pay any CMHC mortgage insurance fee now.
Yeah, that's very
So
important.
yes, and that is actually great, because any buying procedure which has been done less than 20%, then the CMHC, Canadian Mortgage Housing Company here, puts a certain interest rate on that, so that increases your monthly installments once your house is approved, when you have done the closing, your installment actually goes up. So to avoid that insurance, to avoid that extra fees, I would recommend everybody out there who's going for a property, so at least save for 20%.
Yeah, that's what we have also done, and we would also recommend you to do to put 20% down payment whenever you are buying a house in Canada.
Alright friends, so now when you have made your mind, and now you know that you really want your own house, you really want your own roof over your head, now the question comes, what actually you need, what are the steps that you have to follow along the path to get it approved and stuff like that. So the first thing is you need to get a pre-approval. Pre-approval is very important, because that tells you that how much you can really afford and how much will the banks here in Canada will get you approved for.
Yeah.
Right? So the first thing is go to your bank, wherever you bank, do your day-to-day banking, wherever you have account, go to the bank and get your pre-approval. And if you struggle there, then you can also hire a mortgage specialist. A mortgage specialist, a mortgage broker, commonly referred, is a guy who works on your behalf with certain other lenders in the market. This guy doesn't charge you anything. He completely and solely works on your behalf.
Yes.
And he strives hard to get you the best rate in the market available out there.
Yeah.
So now that you know how much you approve, how much you can afford, how much a bank or a mortgage broker pre-approved you for, then it's time to finalize which area you want to go for.
Yeah.
There might be a different scenario where you want to live in, right? Because you might have a kid, you want to have a good school, good parks, good hospital. So everybody's life is different.
Yeah.
So to help with that, now you need a realtor.
Yeah.
So
But that's what we kept in mind, that before buying our house, because we already have a kid, that's my daughter is 2 years old right now, so we made sure that we have good schools near our house, a playground and some grocery stores, so that it's convenient for you and you don't have to go very far places to get all your things done. So yeah, that's the thing you need to keep in mind. And now let's talk about the realtor.
And basically, you don't have to worry about that much, because this is where the realtor comes in picture.
Yeah.
He's the experienced guy. He's basically a real estate agent who works for you. So you just have to find a good realtor. Just go on Google, type realtor Calgary, or our city is Calgary. I don't know which city you are in, right? So just it's very easy. Just go on Google, type a realtor. You'll have 10 lists come down there. Go with a realtor who has a good Google reviews, and tell him about your needs, what kind of area
House
you're looking for, what kind of a
house you're
you're
looking
looking for, whether you're looking to buy a flat like an apartment, you're looking for a big house like a single family house.
Yeah,
or
we
you're
went
looking-
for a townhouse.
Yeah.
So there are basically 4 types of houses here.
Yeah.
You can go for condo, townhouse, and what's the third one is duplex.
Yeah.
It's basically 2 houses attached together, and the 4th one is single family house.
It all depends, friends, what you can really afford and how much your bank you pre-approved
Good
for.
for. And how much is your requirement? Like if you're a family
Yeah.
of 3, you just need a townhouse. But if you have a big family, then you can go for single family house as well.
Because you don't want to buy a big place, you don't want to go for a huge place where you don't need it, because that will increase your monthly installments,
yeah.
your property tax, your insurance, and all those stuffs. So stay away from that. Figure out how much space exactly you want, what kind of lifestyle you have, where will you fit in. So talk to all your needs to the realtor, right?
Yeah.
And he'll help you find a suitable area with a suitable place wherever you are fit you are actually fitting in your budget.
And don't worry about the fees of realtor. They do not charge you
Yeah,
anything.
it's absolutely free.
Yeah, we get their fees from the person you are buying the house from or from the builder.
Yeah.
So do not worry about the realtor's fee. And I would really recommend you to go with the realtor
Yeah.
because there are many hidden things which you don't know about
Correct.
buying houses, and
Yeah.
they will work on the behalf of you. So they will tell you all the negative.
Yeah,
good points.
there will always
Yeah.
be something that you're missing out.
Yeah.
You don't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay, now that you have found your realtor, so it's time basically for you to just view, like physically go to those areas and view the property with your own eyes.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed, don't be shy to go and visit, even if you have to go to 200 places.
Yeah.
Go to 200
Yeah.
places, make sure this is the right fit, this is what you want, this fits in your budget. And realtor at any given point, he will never say no to you. So don't worry if you're not liking the place in first 2 shots or 3 shots. Just give n number of shots
Yeah.
from however you wanna go and see and actually places that fit in your budget and your lifestyle.
You can always ask your realtor to show like more houses. If you do not like that, whichever fits you and suits your requirement, you can go with that house.
Okay, now that you have decided that yeah, you want to go with this particular property, then comes the very, very important part. You have to make an offer. Let's say that guy is asking 300,000 for the property, for the whole thing, but you actually think no, that this lacks here and this doesn't have this doesn't, the price is quite not right? So you can actually make your price. You can just tell the realtor that we're gonna pitch for 280,000. So just make an offer, let the guy know, let the seller know, and then just back out and wait for his response. A lot of the times, if the seller is already out there in the market, he's willing to sell the property. So he negotiates. So basically talk to that about your realtor and he'll negotiate on your behalf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now when you have selected your property and made an offer to the seller, now what next we have to do?
Okay, now that you have finalized your property, your offer has been accepted, the seller is willing to sell the property at the offered rate.
Yeah.
Now, just basically your realtor will guide you. You have to just go to your bank and your mortgage broker to get that pre-approval thing. So he'll collect all the documents and he'll make sure he'll find a lawyer for you. If you already know a lawyer, you can have your own lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer, then you can ask a realtor. They know these kinds of people. So there's a certain fee that lawyer charges you for the documentation. Let the lawyer basically roll his dice, and he'll collect all the documents from all parties, and he'll basically do your closing.
And also one more thing I want to add, that if you're buying a new property, then it's all good. You can go ahead and hire your lawyer and do all the things. But if you're buying an old property, like a resale property, get it inspected, because inspection is a must here. Because you don't know when the property was built and how's the property from inside. So I would really suggest you to get the property inspected, and then you can go ahead and you can sign the papers and what are the procedures which you have to do.
Yeah, and there's one more thing, guys, we're missing out here, is if you're going for a really new development from a new builder, you don't have to go for a realtor's lawyer. They provide their own lawyer.
Yeah.
So if you really found something that fits in your lifestyle and you actually want to save money on the lawyer's fees, then they provide you with their lawyer as well. So you can go to their lawyer. But there's a certain risk if you go with their lawyer, because their lawyer is their lawyer.
Yeah.
If something happens, he will act on the builder's behalf. So I would really encourage, it's just basically $800 to $1,200. Find your own lawyer and get him all the papers. He'll do your closing, and you are all set. Now when your closing is done, then you'll get the 35 days before you'll get the letter of possession, and your letter of possession will state everything, that this is what you need to do.
But I think that's for the new development, right? But if you're buying a old development, I don't think that it's 35
No,
days.
it's exactly the same procedure. You get 35 days before your letter of possession, so that you can inform your landlord.
See,
that
that's why I
previously you have been
included him
living
in the
for it.
video. That's why I included him in the video, because I do not have perfect knowledge about this topic. So I really wanted my viewers to get real and true information about buying a house. So all thanks to my husband.
Yeah. Oh, you're very welcome. I hope somebody learned something today, and if it really fits out in your lifestyle, and you really find a good house, and that house brings you good fortune, of course. All the very best from my side. And so basically, when you have received your possession letter, a week before you will have a pre-occupancy walkthrough. In the pre-occupancy walkthrough, basically what you will do is you will go observe the property. You will see whatever upgrades you have asked for. They have already done that for you. If you see any deficiencies in the house, you can basically tape it. You can mark it. They give you a little tape. You can actually tape it. And then after a week, when you go for the position of the keys, they make sure that all the tapes that you have marked on the walls and stuff, whatever the deficiencies you have noticed, they'll make sure that they have all done it right for you. So this is it, guys. That's all the procedures are. I hope you have liked this video, and I hope this will make your buying procedure really easy. At any given point, we're here. Any given point, any given moment, if you're stuck, you don't know what to do, you can always inbox Khushbu and we'll get back to you in no time.
If you have any questions, please feel free to ask us and comment down below. If you have any question, we will be happy to make another video to clear all your doubts. And I hope you guys like this video. And very soon I will be making a video on my house tour, so please stay tuned for that. And let us know that how do you like this video and how do you like this combo. So let us know. And yeah, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And we will be back soon with another video. And till then, take care and lots of love to you guys. Bye bye.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.